What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, I'm a little skeptical today. Today, we're gonna be going to a all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue, but supposedly it is the only one in Orlando that offers a charcoal grill. Now, I don't really know how this works. I've seen a couple of influencers do videos here showing that it's a charcoal grill. I have seen the grill, but when I try to look on their website and look online, it doesn't look like it is. So I'm a little skeptical, but today we're gonna be going to GG Korean BBQ. So, really excited. It's actually supposed to be a sister location to my personal favorite all-you-can-eat Korean barbecue, Bulgogi House, which has some of the best flavors, in my opinion, here in Orlando. It's in a tiny little area. It's a tiny little restaurant. It's kind of looking rundown, but in all honesty, it's just phenomenal. So this is their sister location. So I'm really excited because supposedly the recipes are the same with the addition of that char taste from the charcoal. So my mouth is watering right now. I'm trying really hard not to get my hopes up because I really am skeptical about this, but enough talking. We're gonna go ahead and have some Korean barbecue. Let's head out. I'll see you guys there. It's awesome. We're here. We made it. So far, this restaurant's looking really promising. It is, half of the restaurant is packed, the other half's a little empty, but it is a little bit earlier. I know Korean barbecues tend to get more busy and more full at night. So with that said, we decided to get here a little bit early. Maybe it'll be a little easier to record and I can really kind of focus on the food. Right off the bat, it did not look like charcoal grills. It looked like regular gas grills, but I did ask multiple waiters and waitresses, and they did mention that yes, it is charcoal. I don't see it. I don't smell the charcoal, but hey, it is what it is. Maybe these are built-in vents. With that said, I can't wait. I'm gonna show you guys what's on the table now. As you guys always know, you get a little bit of things to pick at and to eat and to clean your palate as you're eating all the protein that you're gonna have. They also have a couple of sides, but enough talking, you guys gotta check this out. All right, guys, so this right here is the table. So this is the grill itself. It doesn't really look like it's a charcoal grill, but they're saying that it's at the bottom. Oh, okay, awesome. It doesn't really look like charcoal, but like everybody's trying to point it out because it is the only restaurant in Orlando that's Korean barbecue that has charcoal. So that's pretty awesome, I guess. This right here, I believe, is gonna be to render it down and make this non-stick instead of using like your traditional butter and oil. And then these are all the little kimchis and like broccoli, tomato, and onion. And it's just a good way to have like your meals. There's fresh jalapenos, there's fresh sliced garlic. There's this typical salt that looks like sesame oil and garlic, and this looks like some sort of spicy sauce. I thought it was gochujang, but it's not. We're not really 100% sure what it is, but I mean, this looks beautiful already. Can't wait to dig in. All right, guys, awesome. So they brought all of the meat out all at once. This is, in all honesty, one of the hottest grills that I have experienced here in Orlando. Usually things take time, and even though the grills get really hot, I mean, this got hot almost immediately. It's full of meat already. It's cooking within seconds, so we got to constantly flip it. Luckily, I'm not here alone today, but I mean, this looks phenomenal. I can't wait. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let's go ahead and start. So right off the bat, just look at the char on these pieces of this right here. I believe is the brisket, but look at the golden color of that right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in our plate. I already had grabbed 2 of them, but I can't wait to see if that charcoal taste actually comes through. I feel like this is gonna bring everything to the next level. All right, guys, bottoms up. Nice and fatty. The edges are super crispy. The charcoal taste is there. Very slight, but I think it's, we gotta wait a little bit until the charcoal starts cooking because it's fresh charcoal in there every single time. So the way it is a gas grill, but on top of the gas, they have like a layer of charcoal that gets lit whenever the gas grill lights it. So you have double the heat and you have the benefit of the charcoal taste. And on top of that, it has built-in vents to go ahead and take out all the smoke so you don't have to be like swallowing all that smoke while you're here. But so far, this is amazing. This is not the brisket. I had a feeling this might have been the beef belly. So this is beef belly. It is delicious. Again, no salt or anything. It was just straight up, directly on the grill. Got caramelized a little bit because of the sugars in the meat. This is phenomenal. All right, guys, so this right here is gonna be the beef bulgogi that we just added. It's some of the thinnest beef bulgogi. I'm really excited because this is the same recipe that they use at Bulgogi House. It's gonna be phenomenal. But we're gonna move on to this right here. This is our first little appetizer that we decided to get. It's soybean soup. Let's go ahead and try it out. You have nice big chunks of tofu. You have some beans in there, some soybeans. I guess this delicious creamy taste. You have cooked cucumber, and you have these amazing fresh jalapenos in there. So it adds a little bit of kick of every bite, man. This is really, really, absolutely delicious. Nice and spicy and just perfectly balanced. I remember the first time I had these, I genuinely thought it was disgusting and it smelled terrible because it smells sour. But once you get the taste of it, it's amazing. Thank you, Danny. All right, guys, awesome. So, next item here is gonna be the bulgogi. As mentioned, nice and thinly cut. Beautiful caramelized pieces here from the burnt, from the charcoal and the gas. I can't wait to try this. Let's go ahead and see how this tastes, see if it's the same thing. Nice, juicy, and tender. Let's go. Slightly sweet, nice and fatty. Very little salt on here. So you just go ahead and just dip it a little bit into this. Just got ever so slight amount of salt there. Let's go ahead and try this beautiful bite. Bottoms up. That's the bulgogi from Bulgogi House Taste right there. All right, guys, so we're here for the next appetizer. The way they do this, I kind of like it. Check this out. So this is your typical Korean corn cheese. Now, normally they serve this in a hot plate, like a skillet. But this one here, they give it into you in a stainless steel dish, and they put it on the grill itself so it cooks along with the charcoal. I mean, this is phenomenal. I think we accidentally overcooked it a little bit. We kind of kept it on there for like 20 minutes while we were eating all the other meats and all the other stuff that we tried. So the cheese the oil and the cheese completely separated, but enough talking. Let's go ahead and try this out. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use a spoon. Unfortunately, we cooked it too long, so the cheese is kind of, it's hard to explain. It's good. Cheese isn't really mozzarella. I'm trying to put my finger on it, but it's, corn is nice and sweet. The cheese is ever so slightly, has a little bit of seasoning on top of it. But unfortunately, since we cooked it so long, the cheese lost kind of its elasticity. To me, it feels like reheated like Alfredo. I like that. The sauce kind of gets a little bit strange. That's how it is right now. But I've tried this normally, and usually this is phenomenal. Don't make the mistake that I did. Don't cook it that long. All right, guys, now we get to try the next item, and it's the pork belly. Check this out. Pork belly is nice and crispy. It's the first thing I put on the grill. This usually takes forever to cook. Because the grill's nice and hot, you have these beautiful charred pieces already. I'm gonna go ahead and keep cooking these because I really like them almost burnt. But let's go ahead and try this out. Here we go. Nice and fatty, really juicy because of all the fat layer that's on that pork belly. But then the meat side, nice and crispy. You have this beautiful smoky flavor because the charcoal's actually, the smoke, this little bit of smoke from the charcoal is actually infusing in some of the meats, kind of elevating that flavor, making it different than most of the Korean barbecue places here in Orlando. Oh man, really liking this so far. All right, guys, I made myself a nice little lettuce wrap. It has a bulgogi, it has a pork belly in it, and a little tiny bit of kimchi. We're gonna go ahead and fold it up here. And I remember letter G, letter A said, this whole thing goes in your mouth. The fatty from the pork belly, the sweetness from the bulgogi, the freshness of the lettuce, and that fermented taste of the kimchi all goes together so well. A little bit of that smoky taste from the charcoal. Oh man, that was phenomenal. All right, guys, now Danny's putting the brisket. That sizzling is amazing, man. Look at this. Oh, even the camera's having a hard time because of the smoke that's coming on here. But if you guys look, if I'm gonna pull back, barely any smoke gets out because it's all going into those vents, like I mentioned before. So you have the best of both worlds. You're getting that delicious charcoal taste, but it's cooking with the consistency of the gas. I mean, this place is just a genius concept. All right, guys, so some of them are pretty much done. I was pulling some out, but it looks so beautiful that I just wanted you guys to look at this. So take a look at this one, nice and caramelized. Look at that. Oh man, the camera's not doing a good job. But it's nice and crispy, almost looking like beef bacon. I can't wait to try that. Again, no salt, no sauces, anything. You can get sauces, we just didn't ask for them because I wanted to taste the raw flavor. There we go. Oh my God, a little bit of salt. Super rich. I would say it's like the perfect amount of fat mixed in with the meat itself. You get that Maillard reaction, nice crispy pieces. You have a nice bit of fat, so it's nice and juicy despite it being so thin. Get a little bit of the salt once again. Maybe just dump it a little bit into that garlic oil because we haven't done it before. And this is just, oh, this is heaven. Oh my God, have you tried the garlic? That's amazing. Not overwhelming with garlic, but you do taste that garlic taste. Really hard to explain. It's almost like garlic oil at this point. Tiny speck of salt. Oh man, I was missing out this whole entire time. All right, guys, so there is a ton more options. Right now, we just decided for the chicken to kind of end it. I'm really full, but wow, this was amazing. It was really, really good, really delicious. The meat has a good charcoal taste. Obviously, it's not gonna be the same as like a regular charcoal grill. It's not as apparent, but it is there, which in a lot of other, actually pretty much any of the other Korean barbecues, you're not gonna get that charcoal taste. So it is slight, being completely honest, at least in my experience, but you're still able to go to a Korean barbecue place here in Orlando and have Korean barbecue that has charcoal. But anyway, check this out. So as you guys can see, I mean, the grill gets so hot that you have those beautiful char marks on it. We're grilling a jalapeno there as well. The chicken's nice and juicy still despite it. But yeah, once this is done, we'll get to try it out, see how it is, and we'll be done for the night. One thing to keep in mind, all the stuff that I showed you in the beginning, normally I don't touch them, but everything was so good. I finished everything except this, and even then, there's barely any left. Just try to get it a little bit close. So, I mean, honestly, this place is phenomenal. And the price, the one that we got was $24.99. That's it. That's really affordable compared to a lot of the other places here in Orlando now, with the way the economy is right now. They do have a premium option where you can have, like, I think it's intestines and other things. Here, I'll just show you guys right here. This is the $39.99. We didn't do this one today, but that's all the stuff that you get if you guys want to pause the video and take a look at it. And then this is the one that we did. This is all the options that we offer right now. It's all you can eat, $24.99. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive. And it's all day. It doesn't look like there's anything like that. And it does, the only thing I do notice here that I actually hadn't noticed until just now, you do have to have a minimum of 2 people in order to do the all you can eat. If not, you're gonna have to order a la carte. I'm guessing it's because they want to guarantee that you're not wasting food. I mean, I don't know if they make exceptions, they might, but just keep that in mind. And you do get a 2-hour time limit, which for me and Danny, that's more than enough time for us to enjoy a lot of food. But some people eat very slowly, and you know, that is something else to keep in mind. Aside from that though, I mean, I'm honestly impressed. I'm impressed. Thank you, Danny. Let me go ahead and cut this in half with my spoon just to make sure it's fully cooked, because the chicken is a little bit thick in my opinion, so we want to make sure that it's fully cooked before having it, because we live in the US of A. But yep, perfectly cooked, nice and juicy. Let's go ahead and take a bite and try it out. Oh my God, wow. Nice thick pieces, super juicy as you guys can see. Oh my gosh, look at all that that's coming out of the chicken. I mean, this grill, it's just amazing how hot it gets. We're gonna go ahead and dip it a little bit into this garlic sauce, a little bit into this salsa. Let's go ahead and try this last piece out. It's gonna end our dinner here. Usually I'm not a fan of the chicken because it tends to be really dry. I personally like dry chicken, but a lot of people don't. So, and when it comes to Korean barbecues, if you get dry chicken, it's usually it's not very tasty. With this being so juicy, I believe it's because the grill is so freaking hot that as soon as you put the chicken down, it seals it because of how hot it is. So, wow, this place is the only Korean barbecue place that I know of so far that you can actually have a charcoal grill with your Korean barbecue experience. Definitely try it out. You know, it has quite a bit of options. It's very affordable. There's really no reason to not come. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. Really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. I can't say this enough, but thank you guys so much for subscribing and constantly coming back every week and watching all of the videos. But that's enough for today. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy I'm gonna, I guess, watch Danny eat because I'm pretty full. I'll see you guys next Sunday, and until then, let's just keep on eating.